Welcome back to Winter, Day 5 of the Stardew Valley Min-Max and 100% Perfection Guide. We will be having an early start to Ginger Island today, and collecting as many golden walnuts as we can, and finishing it all off with a Volcano Run. Last time at Ginger Island, we filled our island farm field with starfruit seeds, which will grow in 8 days from today, for a harvest on Winter Day 13. The additional starfruit will ensure we don't run out of starfruit to put in our kegs to turn to wine. And of course, we'll want to craft many more kegs to meet our high starfruit supply. The starfruit wine we yield this winter will hopefully be enough to afford the 4 obelisks and the golden clock. This is sort of our main goal profit-wise for winter, but of course there is much more to the perfection goals than just profit. To actually unlock the perfection tracker in the first place, we must collect 100 golden walnuts to open the mysterious key walnut room on the island. And a perfection goal is collecting all 130 walnuts, so another main focus for winter will be collecting as many as we can and unlocking the key walnut room. The island upgrades we buy with the walnuts will also be helpful, and once we unlock the walnut room, we can get a bunch of cool upgrades and items that will be helpful for our perfection journey. So essentially, that is why today, on day 5 of winter, we will be trying to collect as many golden walnuts as we can in one day. Before we head out, we will need to attend to whatever farm chores we have, the usual cycling machinery and greenhouse harvests. We will also get our inventory organized and bring whatever items we need to Ginger Island with us. This includes survival burgers for bonus wood when chopping the island trees, prismatic shards to stash for future enchantments, a duck feather for Leo, and some wheat and melon seeds for the Bombo Big Frog quest. I have also grabbed a diamond because our sturgeon in the fish pond really wants a diamond for some reason. Have fun with that, buddy. Anyway, the time is past 7 a.m. now, and Willie's opens at 8 a.m., so we will start heading on over to the beach. We will likely get there a little bit early, as our caffeinated and spicy eeled up horse is very fast, but we can grab the coral over there and dig up this artifact spot and harvest our crab pot and rebait that. There's always things to do. After killing a little more time, we can head inside the shack, go to the back, pay the 1000 G fee, and travel across the sea. We have now arrived at Ginger Island, and we are going to get straight down to business, head straight to the island farm area, and get started right away with the golden walnuts. The first golden walnut I'm going to get is that one that we can see right there, but the reason I'm taking this route in particular is because of this memory Simon-like room that we can get 3 golden walnuts from, but the puzzle here is actually quite challenging. The first time I attempted this puzzle in a casual run, it took me a few tries to get right because the memory patterns get up to 7, I think, which is a decent amount. But I think the real challenge comes from just how fast the chime sounds play. As you could see, the first couple weren't all that bad, but as it progresses, the chimes start playing a lot faster. The one nice thing is you do get as much time as you need to replay the patterns back, although I don't want to be wasting any time, so you will notice I am pausing a lot to think about and try to remember which ones I need to play back. We are now coming up on the final one and the most challenging one, which ends up actually being very simple because 5 out of the 7 colors for us were the same, so we got quite lucky here. Anyways, this minigame is pretty challenging, and I recommend doing it at the start of the day, so that if you mess up, you can just go ahead and restart the day without too much real-life time loss. We did earn a nice 3 golden walnuts from that, and we have an additional one out here. And now while we're at the farm, we are going to start chopping down the trees here. The island farm area right here with the mahogany trees is very nice, as hardwood is always a valuable but somewhat scarce resource, so the mahogany trees that grow back here are very nice to take advantage of. There is also a cluster of tiger slimes here, which do quite a bit of damage, as you can see. I will need to eat some cave carrots to regain that health, and they have quite a bit of health. They take quite a few hits, even from a bunch of galaxy hammer swings and smashes. We can get golden walnuts from them, and we end up getting 2 golden walnuts from that bunch. I am actually a little bit confused by this because the wiki says you can only get up to 1 golden walnut from killing the tiger slimes. So I'm not sure what's up with that, but we'll continue with the mahogany trees here, and behind this one there's actually another golden walnut. And what I think may have happened is right here, there's usually a golden walnut hidden there. I may have accidentally dug it up when I used my napalm ring slaying the tiger slime. It had an explosion and may have dug up that golden walnut, but for some reason the dirt didn't till up. So again, not too sure, but that's my theory at least, because I do think you can only get 1 golden walnut from killing the tiger slimes. Anyway, there was a few more golden walnuts from the bushes that we gathered, and right now we'll eat a survival burger for the +3 foraging buff to get increased wood from all of these palm trees here. Just like the mahogany trees, these trees are very nice because they grow back for free, and not only that, but they also are very clustered together, unlike the trees in, say, Cindersap Forest, where the trees are more spread out. Hopefully, with all of this additional wood we have gathered here, when the next cycle of starfruit wine is done, we'll be able to craft a whole bunch of more kegs to place by the bus stop. If you remember yesterday, we somehow passed over this golden walnut right here, but we grabbed that today, and we're up to a total of 28 golden walnuts. We'll need to start now thinking about which island upgrades we want to purchase first, and I think a very good option is unlocking the archaeological dig site area. Not only does it provide a bunch of resources, but it also unlocks the potential to get a bunch of more golden walnuts. Some are hidden in the bushes past a bridge over there, but also we can start turning in the Ginger Island specific fossils to the island tent artifact guy over there and unlock even more golden walnut rewards. Another thing that I think is pretty good to unlock early on is the Island Express, and basically it is the minecart equivalent of Ginger Island, essentially a fast travel to 4 locations around Ginger Island. So it does save quite a bit of time, so it is good to unlock early on, which we will likely do. We're almost finished chopping down all these trees here, just this one and one more left, and then after that we will pretty soon need to clear out our inventory, which will have a chest up by the cabin here on the island farm. But on our way up there, since we are right by the field right here, let's go ahead and start digging a bit, start hoeing the dirt in order to plant some of the other various seeds we have. There is an entrance to a cave on this map. You can see it when you enter this map from the starting area of Ginger Island. And basically there is a frog in that cave, the Bombo Big Frog, that will give you various quests, more like riddles, to grow certain types of crops on this field. I know the first 2 are wheat and melon, and the final one is garlic, but we can't really have any access to garlic seeds until spring of year 2, so we'll have to wait on that. But we can get, I believe, 5 golden walnuts each for the wheat and the melon, but they do take some time to grow, so we might as well get those started though. After planting those, we'll go ahead and head back up to our chest here. This will be our nice storage chest for Ginger Island, so we've got stuff there. You can see that for 20 golden walnuts we can repair this cabin here, which we can indeed sleep in overnight, and if we pass out we'll wake up in that cabin. But it is tempting because it's cool, but it's not really worth it because unlocking that doesn't unlock us any more golden walnuts. The fast travel doesn't unlock us any more golden walnut potential either, but it does allow us to get around the island a lot quicker, and it's half the cost. So we'll go ahead and take this to the jungle area where we can find Leo, and since we did give that parrot the other day 10 golden walnuts to unlock the farm area, we can now trigger this cutscene where Leo starts to open up to us just a little bit, and we can actually interact with him now and give him gifts after this. We will want to get him probably 2 gifts a week, as he is going to be quite hard to level up, as the only loved gift we can give him right now are duck feathers. Down the line we can get mangoes, which will be a little bit more consistent than duck feathers once we grow a mango tree, that is. But the thing with duck feathers is we can get better quality sooner, opposed to mangoes where we would have to wait a year to start getting quality on fruit trees. So we'll probably stick with duck feathers, and hopefully by his birthday in summer of year 2, that'll be the kind of final push we need to get 10 hearts with him. And hopefully by his birthday we'll be 10 hearts with everybody. The only other person that I would slightly be worried about is Elliot, since we missed his birthday, so maybe we would have to wait until fall to max him out. But if we are pretty on top of giving him 2 gifts per week, we should be able to get him up to 10 hearts without much issue. And then Kent will also probably be a bit difficult, since he comes for the first time in spring of year 2. He does have a birthday on the 4th day of spring, so we'll try to take advantage of that, and then have to continue giving him gifts pretty frequently. But anyways, we're pretty much finished meeting Leo here, so we'll go ahead and go inside his house, give him the duck feather we brought for him just to get a little bit of friendship going on with him. And while we're in here, there is a pretty hidden golden walnut. You do have to smash that tree vase looking thing open with your axe, and you do get a golden walnut. So that is a rather hidden one that is pretty easy to miss. We're gonna go ahead and take advantage of the Parrot Express once again. And yeah, apparently it's called Parrot Express, not Island Express. Oh well, we'll head over to the volcano area, and you'll now see why I did grab that master slingshot the other day. There is a golden walnut hidden up in that tree that you have to hit with a slingshot. I do think that there is a island secret note that refers to that one eventually, but I don't think you need that secret note to actually get it, as we just did there. We've now entered the volcano, but we won't be ascending it just yet. You can notice that there is a little room over here to the left across this lava, so we're gonna go ahead and bridge across it slowly but steadily. And there's a little staircase here which we'll go down, and yeah, you get over to this area, which you may have noticed on the map and not sure how to get to, but the lava bridging is the way to get to it, giving some more use to the watering can for the volcano, and you get 2 golden walnuts for that, so not too bad. We're gonna head over here to the top left. There is a little circle of stones here that indicates a diggable golden walnut that we just get. And now that we've collected those, we're gonna go ahead and unlock the dig site. We have more than enough golden walnuts. We have 23 right now. We'll spend 10 on this, which is a very good price, because unlocking this area will unlock us way more than 10 golden walnuts down the line. Mainly because of the museum tent curator guy, whatever you'd like to call him, but we'll see him a bit later. We're going to focus on harvesting all of these resources here, because another thing this unlocks us is this little dig site area where we can mine some bone nodes to get some bone shards, some clay nodes to get some clay, and the mahogany trees to get some hardwood. And of course there are some fiber and stone nodes as well. And you'll also notice there are quite a few artifact spots, way more than normal, so this is a nice little place. And there's also a fast travel Parrot Express location here, so that is very helpful too. And I don't believe I have showcased this yet, really, but check out how fast my pickaxe is going with the Swift enchantment. Of course, I know animation canceling is probably better still, but oh well, it is still very fast. We're gonna go ahead and blow up that rock that was blocking that cave up here, and we'll unlock this museum tent curator dude, whose name I completely forgot, but apparently it is Professor Snail. So what Professor Snail will do for us is that tent over to the right of this area that we have passed by a couple times. We can donate some specific island fossils to it. And the other thing is we have this cave now here that grows some mushrooms, and the nice thing about this cave as opposed to the mushroom cave on the farm is these are ground mushrooms that we forage, so we do get iridium quality as opposed to normal quality back on the farm. Anyways, now that we've collected all of the resources from the dig site we want, we can grab the golden walnut up there, an obvious one, and a not so obvious one right here that I will have to take a long way around to get to. We'll see that in a bit, but there are two across a bridge over there. Those ones aren't too hard to notice, but the one up there was giving me a hard time for some reason. Even though I know I've collected it before in a casual game, I'm having a little bit of trouble figuring out how to get up there, but eventually I figure it out. I probably referred back to my notes or looked it up on the wiki or something, but you have to go all the way up here, and you'll notice there is a little bit of a clearing among the trees where you can see a bush through. You'll see me right there go through, and this is the route. You go through there, you can get the golden walnut, and for some reason that one was way harder for me to get to than it should have been, but that's alright. It really didn't use up too much time because I took advantage of pausing, of course, to figure it out. And there's a couple more we can dig up down here that I missed the first day we were here, and while we're at it, we'll chop down the palm trees that do regrow back for free, so they're always worth chopping down. But there's one more up there to dig up. There's another tree here, of course, and then there should be one more to dig up right next to this tree, indicated by the circle of stones right there. And the palm trees here do have a chance to grow a coconut, which you can see at the top. And you can right-click the trees if you just want the coconut, or just chop it down and get it. But the coconuts here will just be basic quality, so they won't serve as good gifts for Linus like the foraged ones from the desert would. But anyways, there was a hidden golden walnut over there through a secret passage in that bush, and then there is one more down here, a secret passage to get to this area and get that golden walnut. And we'll now head on back over to the farm area. We've gotten pretty much all of the golden walnuts. There might be one or two more to get still, but we're gonna take a trip back to the farm real quick. We'll use 20 of our 21 golden walnuts to unlock this island farmhouse sort of thing, island cabin, whatever you want to call it. I'm not really sure, but we will start organizing some of this stuff in our chest real quick. Since we do have some taro tubers, we might as well plant them here since they don't require to be watered or anything when planted near the river, similar to rice shoots, so we will plant those. Put our stuff away in this chest real quick. And now that we've unlocked the island house, we could sleep in it if we want. More on that later. We will be heading back up to the Parrot Express, taking it back by the volcano. And there is one last golden walnut to dig up that I did miss, a pretty obvious one. There is a circle of stones right here indicating a golden walnut to be dug up. We'll go ahead and collect that, and if I did count correctly, that should put us at a total of 25 golden walnuts in one day, which is pretty good. If I had saved some of the ones and didn't collect them the first couple days we were here, I definitely could have gotten more than 25 in one day. But oh well, maybe another time in a future run way down the line, I'll see how many golden walnuts can just be gotten in a single day at Ginger Island. But for now, we are going to have a volcano ascension, and it'll be a bit quicker than our last one. As you can see, the time is already 10:30 p.m. So we'll see if we'll be able to make it to the top or not. There isn't really much point of getting to the forge right now. We don't need to combine any more rings or really enchant anything more right now since we don't have cinder shards to do that with. So our main goal is to collect a bunch of cinder shards, and actually, now that I think of it, make it to floor 9. Floor 9 always has that sort of puzzle, dungeon, trap room like floor, whatever you want to call it, that often has a chest, and sometimes that chest can be a rare chest and get some good items. So I think the goal is to make it up to that one, and if we can get some cinder shards along the way, that'll be great. We have already made it to floor 3 here. Definitely not too bad. We're making good time, kind of just avoiding the enemies, not really focusing on slaying them. We will be mining cinder shard nodes and whatnot, and it does look like we have a rare chest. You'll know that's a rare chest because instead of the single green and red dot on it, you can see 6 reddish, pinkish, purplish sort of colored dots, so we will for sure go for that chest. These rare chests can contain a variety of different things, including the hot Java ring, which is a ring that gives you a chance to have any enemy draw coffee. So if we get that, we basically have an endless supply of coffee, so that would be cool. Or an ostrich egg, since that'll be a unique item we have to ship. And it looks like we do get a dragon tooth club, which is a higher level club than the galaxy hammer, but I still prefer the galaxy hammer because it has increased speed, and we'll eventually be able to upgrade it to the infinity gavel, the best hammer in the game. We have now made it to the halfway point of floor 5, where we can find this dwarf shop. Since I do have some money and we will be passing out in the volcano most likely, I will try to spend it all. I did buy the ginger ale recipe and then gonna use up the rest of the money on some bombs, and then we can head up where we will find a mushroom mimic floor. You can see that there is a bunch of magma caps, but some of them are also walking around and enemies. We will probably just ignore them and head up quickly because we are running low on time, and I would like to still make it to floor 9, and passing out in the volcano should work just as it would passing out on Ginger Island, where we will lose a bunch of money, but shouldn't lose any items if we pass out. Of course, if we got knocked out by enemies, we would lose items in addition to money, but passing out should be pretty safe, and since we did repair the island house, we will wake up there if we pass out. But I do believe, at the time I was playing at least, there is a bug where if you save and exit and then reload your save, you will appear back at your main farmhouse. So that is what we end up doing, just because I usually take a break in between each of the days here. But anyways, we are getting very close to the end of this day and the end of this video. Very soon you'll see what we get from this chest, and over the next few days, I think the next 5 days for sure, we'll be making returns to Ginger Island to grind some more cinder shards and hopefully get some nice loot from chests. Just like this, we do get a hot Java ring, so that's pretty cool. We'll see that more in action over the next times, and if you are looking forward to future videos, I do recommend subscribing so you can be sure to see them when they come out. And real quick, I'd like to say thank you for all the nice comments with opinions, suggestions, and ideas regarding streaming and year 2. I really appreciate it, and will for sure talk more about all that in a future video, but for now, please consider leaving a comment here with whatever you'd like to say, perhaps share any tips for collecting golden walnuts, or let me know the most golden walnuts you have collected in one day. For me, it was 2 days, with the 25 plus 3 from the volcano, for a total of 28 golden walnuts in a single day. As always, thank you for watching, and goodbye.